If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon. Hi, good evening everyone, and welcome to our the charity stream, the Liminal one shot. Mother said I never should. What did she say? What she said? My mum used to say, "Go play with the fucking traffic." If I said I was bored. But anyway,
and we're off.
Anyway, 32 seconds before he swore.
Yes. So this stream, this is Sue's. Well, it's not her first radio in running games for people, but I think it's your first GM stream, right? Being in charge of a stream. So yeah, we're it is in aid of the British Lung Foundation, which I think is kind of important right now. I'm sure they are dealing with COVID because that deals with your respiratory lungs, like it can cause lung damage, and yes, and obviously because it's 18 years to the day that my mum unfortunately passed away, so it is sort of like, and she had something called bronchiectasis, which is, I don't know, we've got a doctor who could probably tell you exactly what it is, but you know, I think it was damaged by measles and something else that caused it. So yeah, so if you want to support, there is a link in the chat. I think you can do !charity and it should throw up the throw up a charity link, and also the bot will be every now and then thrown up the link in chat. So if you can, did that not work? Why is that not working? I'll
link
fix
works. The link at the top works.
Yeah, I just wonder why the thing's not working. It should be.
Can you pin the link?
I can't really pin the link. It should be the timer should also be able to do a. It should be able to done as a. I don't know. How do you make it as a command as well?
Command section.
Do I need to add it to the command section as well?
It should automatically add it if you added it as.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I've added it. Anyway, so we're going to go around the table, get people to introduce themselves, just themselves, and then we'll throw over to Sue, and then Sue can get us to introduce our characters, and then we can crack on with the story. All right. So I'm James Chambers, and this is Chambers of Roleplay. And don't forget, if you're enjoying this on YouTube, to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bud?
I'm Bud. I run the YouTube channel Bud's RPG Review.
Yes. Dr. Cowie.
Just one hand.
Andrew.
Sorry, I'm always looking to see because there's normally at least 3 other Andrews on the stream. Hi, I'm Andrew, or sometimes Doc. I don't do anything useful online.
You sure about that? You wear Larry shirts.
There you go. Let's aim high. So yes, that's what I do online.
Cool. J-Wall.
Yeah, I'm J-Wall. I do some stuff online, random stuff. You know, you don't need to know about it. You can just find me places under the name J-Wall7Z.
Okay, and Paul.
Okay, I'm Paul Mitchener. I'm doing this online, so that's doing something useful online. I guess it's possibly worth mentioning I created Liminal, which is what we're playing today.
Just an offhand here. I created this.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, modest guy, bud.
It says it on the book. It says it right on the book. And our games master for this evening is Sue.
I'm Sue, aka Savage Spiel, and I spend a lot of time writing liminal adventures to run at conventions.
You do. I think you got. I don't know which one this. I thought you might be. I didn't know which one you was going to run because you had quite a few up your sleeve, didn't you?
I've got 4 at the moment, but this is the one I felt like running.
I think you've got basically as many as I have.
It's time to collab and write a book, right? Write
that
a
would
book
be really nice.
Write a little
it would.
book of one shots. And have the same characters run through all the stories and loosely connect them. There you go. Done.
I better hope Paul enjoys this then.
I'll have 1% of the royalties, yeah? How that works, yeah? Does that work? 1%. I'll have 1%.
Wow, 1% of the millions of pounds that those two would raise if they
Exactly.
worked together
Exactly.
is well worth it.
Exactly.
All
Anyway,
I was tens of pounds from this game.
that's I mean, that's still £1, maybe. I mean, that means I could buy a potential Mars bar, maybe.
Potential Mars bar.
Anyway, Sue, sorry,
It's
I interrupted
reduced.
you. I interrupted and gave a really good idea, but it got shot down.
So, are we ready to start the game?
Yeah, huh?
Okay, so this adventure is set in Birmingham.
Birmingham.
It's May 2019. Nobody has ever heard of coronavirus. It's a better time.
Except it's a Birmingham.
Do you think 2020 in roleplay is just going to be a year that people just miss and just leave out and just go, yeah, it's 2019 or it's 2021?
I'm sure there'll be a lot of pandemic role plays, and I don't know how I feel about that.
It's certainly too soon, isn't it?
Well, in my liminal game, you used it in 2020, and that's why the streets were deserted.
No,
Yeah,
we
but
just-
that was a hell apocalypse that we managed to avert.
Sorry.
So the crew in this game are a paranormal investigation business based out of Birmingham. And well, they have a few bits of equipment. They've got some contacts in P Division. They've got a van with heavily tinted back windows. And they've got a reasonable reputation. So I'd like each of the characters to introduce themselves, not least because I cannot remember all of the names. So I'd like to know your name and what your character does and how they ended up in this paranormal investigation business.
Okay.
And I would like to start with our investigator, because they're the one who runs the business.
Oh, really? I run the bit. Ah, you're all slaves to me.
Yeah, if you want to pick a name for it as well, you can do that.
So I'm playing Alvin Blacklaw, and the investigation company is called Blacklaw's Investigators. See?
Wow.
Do you see how good that is? Do you see how good
We
that
all
is?
call it something different.
No, you don't. I've even got.
What we do hearing, we don't.
we've all got proper business cards made up that we can hand out to people. It's got a little image and the address of where it is. Maybe it's even got a QR code on it, so you can just point your phone at it and get all the contact details that you need. But yeah, it's a small business. It's we occasionally get kooky jobs, ones that aren't real at all, and we generally find out that it's all a bit of a con job, but we do often get given legitimate paranormal investigation things from P Division. The contact is Kevin McAllister, who is my contact in P Division, it's been going probably for about 10 years, I think. 10 years. And slowly these bods have been hired for their unique talents. Is that what you wanted?
Yep. And so anything else you want to tell us about Alvin?
Hang on. Well, initially it was probably set up to do insurance fraud regarding missing pets and employee background checks, and that all changed when Alvin saw his first ghost, real ghost, one that was he wasn't on any drugs, he wasn't drinking heavily, he hadn't taken anything to make him not see it, and it was too much of a too much of a like. This is definitely a ghost. It's nothing else. Do you know what I mean? It's not. There was no way of waving it away. There was no doubting Thomas involved. It was as ghost as ghosts can be. Yeah.
Okay, I'll continue around what I can see on the stream. So, Bud, you're up next.
Okay, I'm playing Angus Hale. He's the son of a pair of survivalists who were off the grid in the Scottish Highlands. Angus thought he would lived in the Highlands forever because he was with his parents and he was happy. One day out in the wilderness, they were looking through some woods foraging, and a fog rose. And when he lost track of his parents, and when it dropped, they disappeared. They'd gone, but he found a cave. And he went into the cave and found like cave paintings and writings on the wall. As he touched them, he got a bolt of electricity up his arm, which scarred his arm in the shape of a lightning bolt. And then he found from that point on he had some control over the weather. He'd always been able to see things that the average person couldn't see. And he's a kind of guy who wears, like North Face coats all day long, no matter where he is. He's always prepared. He's always got a penknife. It's just part of being a survivalist. After his parents vanished, he went back to the city to school. He ended up in Edinburgh, and he bumped into James's character, who was doing an investigation there, and he could clearly see the ghosts clear as day because he has the sight. And they got talking, and he decided there was nothing in Edinburgh for him, so he went off to join up with James's character. And he's a gutter mage, and he has control over the weather.
Oh, cracking!
Do we call you Sparks then? Is that like a nickname that we have for you? Like we call you Sparks?
If you want.
Oh, okay.
It's nice in the nickname I've got for you.
Are we doing nicknames? That doesn't necessarily end well.
Every character I have in every game, everyone fucking hates me.
No.
You're the boss man. You're the boss man. We meant to hate the boss man.
Well, Andrew, you're next.
Hi. I'm playing a painter, an artiste, Charles Edouard. He does this investigation thing, basically because there is very little money in painting. He has ended up in Birmingham, where he has been around for maybe the last 10, 15 years. He's always been around. Some people might have noticed he does not seem to have aged during that time. He tends to he wears fancy contact lenses. Those who know him for a long period of time may have noticed that he is unusually strong, and you might wonder whether his charm is entirely natural, but hey, he is a friendly fellow. He knows a lot about things. He loves to, these are his friends. He enjoys investigating with them. Even Sparks, who is sometimes a little bit, electrical. Oh, sorry, and don't tell anyone, but he's actually a Dampier, which is like a half vampire. But that, he doesn't advertise that for stake-related reasons.
Very sensible.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay, J-Wall.
Yep. So I am playing as Genevieve Reed. She was a medical student, and during her studies, that's when she discovered paranormal. She was preparing for a dissection and just suddenly saw it get up off the slab and start to scream. And since that day, nothing has been the same for Genevieve. She finished up her degree, got her medical license, and went pretty much straight into the investigation side and met up with Alvin Blacklaw and joined his organization. I suppose now by trade an eldritch scholar. Extremely good at studying via library or internet research. I'm extremely rich as well, and no doubt Alvin is probably making extra good use of my money.
I don't have access to your banks, mate.
Yeah, but I'm probably payrolling part of this. We're not making enough to get by just yet. And yeah, my goal was always to excel in my exams and make my parents proud. But now I can't really tell them about what I'm doing. That's Genevieve.
Okay, and Paul.
Okay, so I am Jeff Dixon, and I've got a bit of a checkered past. You know, the usual. Bit of wheeling dealing, bit of confidence trickstering, bit of burglary, the occasional mugging, yeah, that sort of thing. Nothing that bad. And I continued quite happily like that until I tried to mug a werewolf. That was pretty stupid. So the werewolf beat me up pretty badly, but he put a note saying that's no more second chances. So yeah, that's good. And I spent a while checking, thinking, oh, does that mean I'm a werewolf now? But apparently it doesn't work like that. So I now knew this sort of stuff was real, and I knew that maybe there was a werewolf looking over me, so I'm sort of trying to go straight. It's a bit tricky to find a regular job. But I found, well, I found Mr. Blacklaw's firm was hiring, and apparently my talents might be useful in his firm. And he decided to give me a chance. God bless him.
More along the lines that we were probably desperate, and Guinevere was basically like, look, I've got money, why don't you invest into, like, get some staff? Oh, okay. That's probably what really happened.
Yeah, but boss, you gave me a chance, and I'm very grateful for it. I won't let you down.
Well, you make the tea. That's, you know.
I don't care, as long as you pay my wages. I'll polish your shoes if you like.
No, we're not from the 1800s. Did I say Guinevere? How am I pronouncing?
Genevieve, isn't it?
Genevieve.
Oh, okay.
Genevieve.
I thought it was Genevieve. Whatever. Yeah, again,
That's the problem with you. Chip. You do not pay attention to the details, Chip.
Shut, Charlie.
Chipmunk. What do you think? What do we call you? The monkey boy. I don't know. We will have to think of some excellent nickname at some point.
Whatever you say, Ed.
Right.
Okay, so that is our crew. And our story begins at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. You are all in the office together. Some of you might have been there overnight. There is a little flat upstairs for people who need it. You have your cups of tea and coffee, and the phone is ringing.
Shall I get the phone, boss?
Do we?
No,
what? We have a landline? Jesus Christ! All right.
I will bring. I won't answer it, but I will bring.
We have to find it. That's
don't
what
really
we have to
understand
do.
how
We have
phones
to
work, to be
find.
honest.
We have to find the phone. Where's the phone?
Look, we follow the sound of the ringing. Right, here it is.
It's under paper. It's under, it's under whatever, just put somewhere out of the way because no one really uses it. Because, mobiles were invented. I'll answer it.
Talking 2019 here, though, It's a long time ago.
I'll
I
answer
can't
it.
remember how we made phone calls back then.
Yeah. Maybe the sort of people who hire us still use landlines, right?
What it is a payphone.
I've got a landline.
It's all right.
Oh, so
mean,
really,
just-
but I personally don't use our landline.
Just to be clear, Sue, the first half of this adventure does involve basically arguing over telephones, right? Because that's what I signed up to. Yeah.
This is fairly normal.
Good.
So yeah, I'll answer the landline. Hello, hello, old boy.
Oh, hello. Is this the paranormal investigation business? Blacklaw something?
Yes, this is Blacklaw Investigations. How may I help you?
I was wondering if you could help me. I don't know if you saw in the paper. My stepdaughter's gone missing.
Is there a mute button on landlines? Can you mute the phone?
It's called your hand.
Oh, I'll put my hand over the phone then. I'm like, do we have today's paper? Yes, certainly, yeah. It's terrible news. Where's the paper? Jeff.
It was
Jeff.
on top of the phone.
Who gets papers? For fuck's sake! Oh yeah, we'll have a look at the free paper.
It's like playing in the 1800s. This, isn't it?
He's furious.
So yeah, I'll have a look at the paper. I assume it's in the free paper because this is 2019, not 2018.
So, yeah, there is an article in the free papers about a missing girl. It's a 16-year-old girl called Phoebe Morris. She apparently went missing on Saturday.
So I'm going to be like, and where is she based? Is this woman local, or is she calling from elsewhere?
Well, according to the paper, the girl lives in Bourneville.
Where's that?
It's a suburb of Birmingham, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to be
within
like
half an hour of you.
So I'm going to say did you would you like to come in to the office and speak to us directly?
I'll turn to the others and say, we've got an office.
No, we've got an office. This is the office.
Oh, this is the living room.
Right, but no, we can easily do this. Right.
Yes, we are professionals, of course.
Right, Sparks, you're a wizard. There's a picture. Do something magical.
I mean,
hang on. I'm still in the.
I can conjure some fog if that helps.
I'm still in the phone call. So I'm like, yeah. Would you like to come into the office and discuss this further?
Let us tell her to meet us in the pub, maybe, eh?
Just because you want those fucking fries, right?
They die.
Well, I can come and meet you. I thought maybe you'd like to come here.
Sure.
That seems like that's a good
sure,
idea,
we can come to you.
Speakerphone it.
No, I'm not. No, it's not that modern. It's an old phone. It doesn't have speakerphone. I mean, you're thinking of a mobile there. It doesn't have speakerphone.
My landline has speakerphone.
Well, aren't you lucky?
I hope you're getting all this, Sue, because when you publish this, you've got to have all the phone-based details there. I'm personally really upset it wasn't in the main rules. But Mitch clearly
on phones.
On phones, yeah. Speakerphones,
well,
yes, no.
I'll write her address down. Like if she gives me her address.
Yep, she gives you an address. It's Willow Road, Bourneville.
Okay, what number?
Hall Road.
I'm not giving you a number because actual people live on Willow Road.
Oh, okay, all right. 17A. There we go.
Brilliant. Now we're going to get done for harassing.
And I'll say we'll be there shortly.
Ugh.
I'll hang up the phone. Who's the most normal looking person here?
Probably not you.
Maybe if it was a daughter, I would be the best person, but maybe not for me.
Oh, come on, Ed. Everyone likes you.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm happy to talk to her, but come on, we have to go now. I'm just in. What time did you say we would be there, eh?
As soon as possible. We're gonna,
Boff. Okay. I'll get my patent hoodie and shades and reluctant. I take it we have a car. Genevieve, you have a car with the tinted windows, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
You have a
Excellent.
team van.
I'll go and sit grumpily in the back of the van.
It's black and it's got a red stripe going up the side.
Wow. We are so cool for 1985.
That's excellent.
It goes with the phone and the newspaper.
But it's not an American van. It's just a Ford Transit, I guess.
I'll jump into the passenger
And
seat
it's
in the front.
and the red
Come on.
stripe's clearly painted on as well. Like it's not sprayed. It's not like a proper professional job. It's someone's painted.
Is this
red
like a
stripe.
Warhammer thing where it's got red, so that means it's faster?
Hell yes.
If it's Warhammer Orcs, it works.
I bet it works on our van.
You are such nerds with your Warhammer and your role-playing escapades.
Nah, it's all right. Something's worth a few bob, Ed.
There.
Worth a few bob.
Yeah, it's just it is literally. In fact, it's probably a stripe on one side.
So just one side of it goes a bit quicker, and so he's power
Just one
sliding
side.
alongside.
Yeah, schoolboy error.
Or it could be a post office van. You know when sometimes I haven't seen them around much, but occasionally people sell off their the old Royal Mail vans that they use, and it's
Just
all
driving
vaded.
a tinted Royal Mail van, is that what you're saying?
Well, this is. I take it I'm still sitting in the back of the van grumpily while you guys discuss the paint job.
Go on, let's get driving. Let's get driving.
Sorry. All right. Well, yeah. Who is the driver? Who's the driver?
I
It's not
would
me.
say I am, based on I actually have skill in vehicles.
I don't have a skill in vehicle. Yeah. Okay. So I call shotgun. Everyone else is in the back.
Oh, but I'm already in the shotgun, so fine. Okay, boss.
Well, if it's a transit, there's 2 seats in the front, right? That's how it works.
I will sit behind Genevieve and, talk to her.
I'll just climb in the back like I normally do. I'm just happy to be around people.
Nah,
So it takes you about half an hour to get out to Bourneville. And Bourneville looks a bit different to the Birmingham you're used to. Well, most of Birmingham, from what I've seen, is made largely out of concrete. Bourneville actually looks like it was built by people who wanted it to look nice. Obviously, it was a model village built by Cadbury for his workers, so it's thoroughly picturesque.
Ah, so it's named after the dark chocolate, right? Okay.
The dark chocolate is named after Bourneville.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's the other way around then.
I'm probably can't help myself. I'm casing a few joints.
Yeah, you have gone past Cadbury World on the way here.
I've been to Cadbury's World.
Bloody hell,
I have as well.
that house is worth a few bob. I bet they've got some good stuff.
yeah. These people look like they would they would be happy. They would recognize good art. Maybe we sell her a couple of paintings while we're there. I do a portrait of her daughter.
Do you want I could be your commissioner. I could be your, 10% commission.
I like that. I like to think that we've worked together in the past.
Yeah.
Would you paint
Well,
fakes or something?
I'd hope we'd
Themselves?
all worked together in the past, surely. I mean, it's not. Hopefully, it's not just like.
No, I meant in a way that we actually make some money, Chip.
Oh, who needs money?
They-
I just find what I need.
These nightclubs
Yeah,
do not
yeah,
pay
but
for
I mean,
themselves.
that time when you
let me
found
tell
dinner
you.
in a inn.
So the house you pull up outside looks relatively small for Bourneville, but still pretty nice.
Okay, I'll open the doors, climb at the back, have a stretch. It's not a bad house, is it?
It's a good gaff. Right, let's go and look.
Right, keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch anything. All right. I'll look at Jeff when I say that. Don't touch anything.
No,
Put your hand-
no.
Maybe put-
I've gone straight, boss. I've gone straight.
Okay. All right. All right. So,
I mean, by that I mean I'm not gay anymore.
Brilliant. So, Charles will be coming out late. I think he will be. He will be waiting
you-
for the door to answer.
well, Charles, you stay in the car. You stay in the van and apply some sunscreen. And we'll head inside.
We should knock first and see if she lets us in.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna ring the doorbell. I assume there's a doorbell. It might be one
Yep.
of them pulley ones, or it might be a really fancy looking, and it actually rings a real bell. Because if it's a slightly up market, it won't be like a Zoom. Is it? No, not Zoom. Zoom is what we're using. What are those? Bing, bing, bing. What are they? What are those?
Ring.
What are they? Yes.
Doorbells?
Yeah, it might not be a ring.
It's
Well, it
an
might
entirely
be.
normal doorbell.
What year do you think this is, James?
It's 2019. That's what was said to me.
You're questioning like they might have one you pull.
Well, yeah, but it will. People who pretend they've got more money than they are would do that. Anyway, I push the
Anyway,
doorbell.
This is a normal doorbell.
I
It
push the
rings
doorbell and
the
knock the door because I'm obnoxious.
And a couple of seconds later, the door is answered. I've got random pictures of celebrities off the internet for these purposes.
Forget this person does not exist.com.
Right, so the question is, have I managed to get...
An authentic looking Brummy.
hopefully you'll
Yeah, we
be
actually
showing me.
look
Showing
pretty
you a picture.
authentic.
Maybe Charlotte will come in and help out anyway. Hey, there.
And that's what she looks like, yeah. So she's fairly young. Did she get Miss? Did she give me a surname on the phone?
You didn't actually ask, but
Oh,
if we
Phoebe
pretend
Morris.
that you did,
She's-
would it
she
not
is
be in
Mrs.
the
Morris.
Would it not be in the paper?
Yes, it was Phoebe Morris.
yeah, that's the name of the girl. This is, well, you know,
Miss-
because you've read the
Mrs.
newspaper article. Her name is Rosalind Amos.
Okay.
Miss Amos.
That's me. Are you Mr. Blacklaw?
Yes, I'm Blacklaw. Yes.
Right, well, do you want to come in? I'll get
yeah.
a kettle on.
This is Angus.
How you do?
And Jeff.
Morning to you.
Are you not going to introduce me to your...
I thought you was in the car.
when she answered the door? I'm not in the car so much anymore.
This is Charles. This is Charlie.
They, enchanté, madame.
And after everyone's walked into the house, I introduce myself as Genevieve.
We are good. We are good at this, aren't we?
Look, I introduced you.
There.
I'm just going to call you Jen. There you go. That's easier, ain't it? Just call you
See?
call J or Jen.
She leads you through the sitting room and into the kitchen, where there's enough chairs for everyone to sit down. Puts the kettle on, puts a plate of chocolate fingers on the table.
So what do you like? So what made you contact us about potential paranormal activity regarding your missing daughter?
And she looks slightly embarrassed for a moment. And
No, we've all seen weird stuff. You can be open with us. We believe you.
I'm eating the chocolate fingers one by one. No pause. It's a
I think your
survivalist
hand
thing.
probably meets mine at some point.
Is it like when we touch, we look into each other's eyes?
Yeah.
okay, so I had this dream last night. It was about Phoebe, and I've had weird dreams before, and they always seem to tell me something that's true, and I never know what it actually means until later, which is obviously really unhelpful, and especially in this case, because obviously I'm worried sick about Phoebe. But yeah, I dreamed she was floating somewhere. I mean, not in water or anything, just generally floating, and she was reaching out. I think she was trying to call out to us. She couldn't. Her mouth was full of flowers. I don't know what it means, but I think she's in bad trouble.
Do you remember any details of the surrounding area?
There weren't any, really.
Yeah.
How old is your daughter?
16. I mean, she's not It's technically my daughter. She's my stepdaughter.
But do you remember what type of flowers they were?
I think they were purple.
So, madame, that sounds terrible. When did you last see Phoebe, eh?
4 days ago, Saturday morning. She went out for a walk and that's the last we saw of her.
Okay, I have the survival skill. Can I give a survival roll to think of any purple flowers that would be native to this area?
Yeah, you can have a go.
It would probably be lore actually more than anything else, wouldn't it? Lore, like kind of survival and wilderness and things like that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think lore's more along the lines of magical type things.
Oh, because it's not specified, you see, it just says lore 3.
Yeah,
Well, just a survival roll then, yeah.
see, I've put some macros in Roll20. They're not particularly clever.
Where are they?
If you click on
If
the
you go to the 3 dots,
Yeah, damage roll and skill roll are the ones you want.
you could even do the show the quite macro bars. You don't.
You say the 3 dots. The 3 dots were.
Top right of the screen. So you've got
Oh,
the
okay.
yeah.
Ability test, yeah.
Yeah.
Or skill roll.
Long. Yeah.
I'd ignore ability test. That's the one I did.
Okay, so skill roll.
You could also click on the show macro quick bar, so you don't need to click on that each time.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Yep. Purple flowers in this area, not quite so much. Mostly what you get around here is bluebells.
I reckon Genevieve will know this. I reckon it's fair. It's fairy stuff, isn't it? It's fairy stuff. It's always things like that.
Yeah, jumping to conclusions when we say this is supernatural. Maybe she, maybe there is something more normal.
Well, no,
don't
I
know
believe
something-
this. I believe that. Well, no, she's floating. She's got flowers in her mouth. It's a signifying great dream.
Maybe
like-
she is off with a boyfriend somewhere, eh? See,
No,
does
I
she,
Bit significant.
16-year-old girl going for a walk? I don't think so. Did she say where she was going to?
No, she didn't. I mean, that was our first thought, that she was off with her boyfriend, but the police have checked him out. Apparently he's got an alibi.
Does she normally go out for walks?
Well, yeah, sometimes, when the weather's nice.
Do you know where she would go?
I don't. And just recently she's been out with the boyfriend a lot. He's been taking her on painting dates.
Painting, eh?
What's
The,
what's her boyfriend's name?
Oliver Burrows. And I can get you his address if you want to talk to him.
Yeah, please. Might also be worth walking from here to his address, see what there is on the way.
Genevieve, you can drive me, eh? We don't walk. Look, it is sunny. Hey, we need the van. What if something goes wrong, eh?
How far is her boyfriend's?
The boyfriend is in Selly Oak, which is going to be about 5 minutes by car. I'm not sure about walking.
See, there you are.
Probably about 15 minutes.
We'll see stuff when we're walking.
Yes, you walk. We will follow in the van in case there is trouble, eh?
Yeah, I could do it a nice walk in the outdoors.
Yes, there you go.
You
Perfect.
never know. As you see, we might see something on the way.
I'm gonna give her the business card and say, if you think of anything else that may help us, phone the mobile number.
Okay.
So, before we go, is there, apart from this going for a walk, what did the police ask you?
Well, they asked about her dad, but I've no idea who he is, and if my wife does, she's not saying.
Where is your wife now, eh?
Out searching.
What is your wife's name?
Celia.
Celia Amos?
No, Celia Morris.
Celia Morris. Yes, of course. So they asked about this, but your dad when did you last see her father? 16 years ago, maybe, eh? 16 years and 9 months?
Well, presumably, but well.
Oh no, you are not the mother. I am sorry, Madame.
No,
It's
no.
she is Celia's daughter.
That's right. Yes.
And how long were they together?
Well, Celia. She's never said anything. There's no name on the birth certificate.
It might be helpful to speak to Celia. Could you phone her so we could have a quick word, maybe? I mean, of course she is so worried, but maybe if we just speak to her, we could help.
Well, yeah, I can give you her number, but she really doesn't like talk about supernatural stuff.
No, this is not. It's just simply to ask. Why? You've been talking about supernatural things? Why is that?
Well, we haven't.
No, exactly. No, we just
Is
talked to her,
she-
just maybe see what's happened.
Is
Anyway,
she hiding?
thank you so much.
Is she hiding
Rosalind.
something? So, is she not being fully honest with us? Because I feel like there's something that she's failing to mention.
Do you want to make a roll? I think that would be empathy
Sure.
with some kind of bonus from your investigator skills.
Yeah, that's listed below.
Oh yeah, +2 to empathy. So if I'm doing a skill roll, how does this work? So the bonuses is, does empathy add to it as well? So it'll be +4 in total, yeah?
That's right.
Yeah.
Do I get any more? No. I rolled a 9.
That's a success.
Yep. You do think there is not quite. She hasn't quite told you everything.
So I'm going to be like, I'm going to have to level with you, Rosalina. You really need to tell us everything, because if there's something that you're not telling us, that is important to this investigation.
Come on, mate. We're not the coppers. Would you mind if I looked in the room? Is that okay? See if there's any clues the police may have missed.
People, we've got someone who's extremely worried. It's trust us with that. Can we be a bit less pushy?
Well, you're
Who are
welcome
you
to have a
talking
look around her
to
room.
there? What was that? Sorry.
If you think looking in her room is going to help, then please do.
Okay, I'll go and have a look. I'll just be 2 minutes, okay? Where is it?
Up the stairs, first on the left.
Okay, I'll head up. Obviously, I'll kind of focus and produce the sight, and I'll scan the room to see if there's anything that's standing out or odd.
Right, so yeah, there are two things in this room that really stand out to you. It's a photograph and a painting.
Okay, so photograph first. What's odd about it?
I will share that handout with you.
Ooh, good move.
Not a celebrity, because this was slightly more difficult to find.
So that is Phoebe.
Yeah, hopefully that's appeared.
Yeah.
And the thing that stands out about it should be more obvious if you zoom in a bit on her face.
She's got heterochromia.
Yes, she's got two different coloured eyes.
Interesting.
There's one brown and one blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll just keep holding it in my hand. And what's the thing about the painting?
The painting is a fairly amateurish looking painting of a bluebell wood.
Okay.
And there's something in the middle of it that looks a bit weird. And while you can't quite place it, it does remind you of things you've seen before with the site.
It's a great Cthulhu or something.
Just
What is
something
it?
about the middle of the picture looks slightly wrong.
I'll pick that painting up. I don't know how big it is. Oh, but it's not like a big carter down the stairs kind of thing.
Not huge, it's about A3 size.
Okay, I'll pick it up and I'll take the photo. And I'll head back down. I'll say, so this is the girl that's gone missing, Phoebe, isn't it?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay. I'll say, so would you mind if we keep hold of this photograph? Because then we'll be able to identify it easily.
Oh, go
Easily,
ahead, yes.
And also, who did this painting?
Oh, that's one of hers. She did that on one of her dates with Oliver.
Do you know where it is?
I don't. Oliver would, obviously.
Oh, okay.
I think this sounds like the plan. We wander over, see if we see anything on the way, and talk to Oliver.
I'm just going to point at the middle and show the others and say there's something doesn't sit right about this with me.
What are you thinking there, Sparks?
Well, I don't really know. There's just something got off about it. Gives
Can
me
I-
a worrying feeling in my stomach, you know.
Well, when I look at this, I'm a painter, I'm an artist. Is it an odd technique? Is it something, was it well done, but just of something weird?
Would you like to make an art roll?
I would like to make an art roll, thank you so much.
Your painting specialisation is relevant here.
Well, I'm going to say it is, so I'm going to go
I've
for...
actually got art as well, you know. I've actually got... I thought somebody's mentioned it now.
You should have an art competition.
That would be an excellent thing to be doing. I have rolled a 12.
Yep, this is very obviously an amateur painting. Someone who is just starting to learn.
Yes, but bless her for trying, eh?
She's not entirely without talent. With some work, you think she could be all right. The centre part of the painting that's been pointed out to you, what you're noticing is that the colours look slightly off. Like part of this painting is of a darker wood than the rest of it.
Yes, we need to know where this wood is, eh?
Kind of the dark heart of the forest kind of thing.
And when you stare at it for a while, it does start to give you a headache.
I think Oliver, he can tell us where this is, eh? I think we need to speak with him.
I say, would you mind if we took this with us? I'll bring it back afterwards.
Yeah, we'll bring everything back.
Again, if you think it would help, go ahead.
Oh, I think it will help, yeah.
I will take photographs of them both with my phone, just in case they get lost, eh? Just so we have a record.
I'm going to say now, before we go, is there anything else that you can think of that may help? Even the smallest of detail?
Well, I did find out a while back. This isn't the first time Phoebe's gone missing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago. And it wasn't for very long, just... I guess it's the fact she's been away longer this time that's got Celia so scared.
I think we need to speak to both Celia and to Oliver, eh?
Is it on like an anniversary? Is it like same time of year?
Good call.
I guess it was probably around the same time of year. It was about 10 years ago.
Near her birthday.
Or is it a solstice or something?
Not her birthday, no.
Did we know what the date was today?
It's early May.
So, okay, so it's not going to be May the 21st.
Be May Day.
Yeah, but...
Is the date you went missing of
Yeah.
any significance?
Was it the 1st of May? Just wild guess.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, that was such a good call, Paul.
It was brilliant, wasn't it?
It was brilliant.
It was brilliant. So we need to go to this island of birds, right?
Well, again, that's a bit early. If we're going to the island full of birds, surely we should be having a quick break before it gets
I
too
was just
exciting.
going to say, it's 8 o'clock, so that seems like a good time to take a break.
Okay, we will be back shortly in about 10 minutes, guys. Don't forget to, if you're watching this and enjoying this on Twitch as it is, it is a charity stream. So if you want to support the charity, do every little helps. That's a Tesco's or something jingle. But anyway, we will see you in 10 minutes.